What's up guys, it's Tom here and welcome to a brand new Liverpool transfer news video. And in this video the main topic will be who Liverpool should sign as a Coutinho replacement in the summer and which players Liverpool should go for if Julian Klopp wants to build a side good enough to challenge for the Premier League title and good enough to challenge for the Champions League trophy, because I think that's what Julian Klopp is aiming for and that's what Liverpool Football Club should be aiming for. So leave a comment right now who should be the Coutinho replacement in the summer, because remember that in January we sold Coutinho to Barcelona for an incredible amount of money, something like £143 million, and that is still in the transfer budget. The Liverpool owners said that that money is available for Julian Klopp if he wants to spend it. But I think Julian Klopp is adopting a very sensible approach in that he's not buying anybody with that money, he's buying a certain kind of player, a certain profile of a player. The main topic of this video is that Liverpool manager Julian Klopp is reportedly interested in Julian Draxler, the German international who is playing for the French club Paris Saint-Germain. Let me know guys, do you think that he would be a good enough replacement for Coutinho? He's certainly not a world-class player, but tell me a player who is better than Draxler, who isn't a regular starter for his club and for his country as well. I struggle to think of a player who is better than Draxler, who is available on the market, because Draxler fell down the pecking order after Neymar and Mbappe was signed by Paris Saint-Germain, and they have so many amazing players. It doesn't make Draxler a bad player that he cannot force his way into the Paris Saint-Germain team, because that team is just full of world-class players. And Draxler, you know, is a pretty decent attacking midfielder who can play on either side on the wing and who can play in the middle as a number 10 as well. So he only made 17 league starts for Paris Saint-Germain, which is not too bad, to be honest. I thought that before researching this video that he made less starts for Paris Saint-Germain. He only got 3 goals and 5 assists, but of course not a regular because of the incredible options that Paris Saint-Germain have. And he has one of the best pass accuracies, Europe's top 5 leagues in terms of minimum 5 stars. So the best pass accuracy of midfielders in Europe's top 5 leagues reads as follows. Julian Draxler has 93%, and then Moussa Dembele has 92.6%, and then Rabiot, Toni Kroos and Blaise Matuidi all have around 92% pass accuracy. So it means that he's a very, very good passer of the ball. And I think he would be available for a pretty cheap price, maybe around £30 million we could get Draxler, which in today's transfer market it's not as much money as it was before. Remember that we signed Mohamed Salah for less than £40 million, I believe, and Salah is now worth around 90 or 100 million pounds. And that's just, of course, Salah improved massively, but that's just the inflation of the transfer market since that crazy Neymar transfer went through. Since then every deal is worth 10 to 20 million pounds more. And I'm actually surprised that Liverpool didn't move for Draxler, because I think he was available in the January transfer window, but maybe we didn't want to pay over the odds, because every club that we went to in the January transfer window, I think they said, give me 20 million more because you just sold Coutinho and you have a lot of money burning in your pocket. So I'm really interested to see what kind of players will Jurgen Klopp target. But very respectable newspapers like the Express and Liverpool Echo is also reporting that Liverpool are after Julian Draxler, so I'm really hoping that we can sign him. And Julian Draxler scored 10 goals in 25 appearances last season for Paris Saint-Germain, which is pretty good return. That's 1 goal every 2.5 games, and he also had a season at Wolfsburg where he scored 8 goals in 31 games, and he also had a season at Schalke where he scored 13 goals in 39 games, but on average he gets 1 goal every 5 games, that's about his average goal scoring return. But I think in a better team with better players surrounded, he could even get more goals, in my opinion. And I also read a very interesting statistic talking about replacing Coutinho, that you know, Liverpool played 32 games in the season before Coutinho left, and they have a win percentage of 56%. But since Coutinho left, we played 10 games, I believe, and we have a 60% win record. And also we scored more goals per game. Since Coutinho left, we scored 2.47 goals, and before Coutinho left, we scored 2.3 goals on average per game. We also have, you know, the goal conversion rate is much better, 21.3% since Coutinho left. Before Coutinho left, it was 17.4% goal conversion rate. And we make more tackles, but a little bit less dribbles, so that's just food for thought. Very interesting statistics for that. Then another very interesting fact that we need to take into consideration when we think about this transfer is that Paris Saint-Germain need to sell players to meet financial fair play requirements. Remember that they signed Neymar and Mbappe in the same summer transfer window, spending about 350 million pounds or even more for the 2 players. And the Paris Saint-Germain need to raise 66 million pounds by June, according to the Jonathan Johnson, a journalist who is working for ESPN. L'Equipe report that UEFA have found nothing wrong with PSG's purchases of Neymar and Mbappe. But however, that doesn't mean that Paris Saint-Germain's financial fair play concerns are over, because, as I said, this journalist says that they need to raise 66 million, which means that they absolutely have to sell players to make up that number. And one of the players that could be sold is, of course, the fringe players who don't really start regularly for Paris Saint-Germain. One of them being Julian Draxler, and the German has enough quality to command a decent transfer fee, in my opinion. So I'm really hoping that Liverpool are aware of this, and hopefully Liverpool will go in for Draxler, because I think this could be one of the biggest bargains in the transfer window, in terms of name me, as I already said previously, name me a better player who is not a regular starter for his club or for his country around the world. Because normally a player who is as good as Draxler or even better, they usually start for their club, and that means that you have to pay over the odds to convince that club to sell their regular starting 11 player. But Draxler is not a regular starting 11 player. Paris Saint-Germain need to raise money, so I think it would be great for Liverpool, for Draxler as well, and for Paris Saint-Germain, because of financial reasons, to sell him to Liverpool. So fingers crossed that Julian Klopp will go for him, because I really like him as a player. He scored I remember him scoring an incredible volley in the French league. I think it was against Bordeaux, where Paris Saint-Germain, you know, of course won big, but the ball was floated into the box towards the far post where Draxler was waiting, and he hits the ball on the volley and it flies into the roof of the net. Stunning volley by Draxler. The only concern is that this season, of course, from only 17 starts, but he only scored 3 goals in a Paris Saint-Germain team who are full of goals, but he's not playing in the front 3, because you know, they have Neymar, Cavani, Mbappe, Di Maria, usually 3 of those 4 players play in the front line, and Draxler is coming from deep, so this season he was playing more as a number 8 maybe. And I'm really interested to find out what happens. The Express is saying that Jurgen Klopp wants board permission to sign Julian Draxler from PSG, and this newspaper article is saying that Jurgen Klopp is reportedly persuading the club's board to sign Paris Saint-Germain star Julian Draxler I don't think that the board needs a lot of convincing, because we have a lot of money left over from the Coutinho deal, and I really hope that Liverpool will go for Draxler. The Express citing Spanish outlet Dario Goal is also saying that Benzema will be surpassed to requirements from Real Madrid, and that Liverpool will want to sign him. But I don't believe this rumor to be true, because Karim Benzema is a completely different profile of a striker to Roberto Firmino, and I just cannot see Jurgen Klopp going for him, because Jurgen Klopp's whole ethos of playing football is to go with the counter-attack, with the gegenpressing, and Firmino has been central to that whole philosophy of playing style at Liverpool FC. And Karim Benzema is not that type of a player. I don't believe that, so I just cannot see a scenario where Jurgen Klopp would be interested in Benzema. As good a striker as Benzema is, I think it's more important for Jurgen Klopp not to disrupt the harmony and the playing style that almost everybody at Liverpool is already used to. Why bring in a different kind of striker? I kind of can see maybe Timo Werner coming in. He's a very good young striker playing for RB Leipzig, and I can see Timo Werner coming in at Liverpool because he's a very young player. He can be molded into the kind of striker that Jurgen Klopp wants at his club. But Benzema, you know, he's already reached his peak. I don't think that Benzema can change his style, and just I can't see Benzema running around chasing defenders all around like Roberto Firmino does week in, week out, and I just absolutely love him. Firmino has such a work rate. Another very interesting thing is that Roma goalkeeper Alisson spoke about the transfer rumors about him. He was linked with Liverpool and other players. He said, and I quote, "People get satisfaction from having recognition. I feel very happy to have that recognition. It means that I'm doing my job well, that they are watching me, even more so when one hears about Real Madrid." So he specifically mentions only one club, Real Madrid, because that's his dream club, that's his dream transfer, to be signed by Real Madrid. So make that what you will. I don't think that Alisson is good enough yet to be a Real Madrid goalkeeper, but he certainly would be good enough, in my opinion, to be a Liverpool goalkeeper. So let's see whether Karius keeps his good form up, because then I can see Jurgen Klopp putting faith in Karius and maybe selling Mignolet and making Danny Ward as a number 2, because I think after having such a good season for Huddersfield last season on loan, Danny Ward deserves to be at least number 2 at Liverpool, and Mignolet should be sold, in my opinion. But let me know, what do you think about all this? What do you think about the Draxler to Liverpool transfer rumor? What do you think about who should replace Coutinho in the summer? Leave your comments down below. I would love reading them. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay awesome. See you later. Goodbye.